What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another drawing tutorial. Patreon request today from Jalen. This is Knuckles, Sonic, Tails, all in a row from the second movie, I think. So let's give this a go. Landscape page, use a pencil, use an eraser, hit pause, we'll go too fast. Probably start with Tails in the front and then work our way across to Knuckles. So, real close up on Tails here. So we'll start with his large eyeball. So we'll go with this sort of frowning line first, right? So just like a tick, you know, a kind of a check mark kind of frown up and back. And it can be a bit hairy, you know, they are kind of furry in this version of Sonic, so don't be afraid. If you want to do some like sketchy hairy lines, you can. Or you could do it smooth. It's up to you. So, big eye underneath there. And it just goes, boom. And then the back of it. Like so. And it seems to be like a bit darker up the top here. Just like a bit thicker. And then his, you know, the sort of peach skin part of his furry sort of face goes this way. Right. And then we have his big blue eye. And he's looking over to the left, right? So the eye is looking this way. And they do a very realistic job on these eyes. The CGI people. That goes right up to the top there. Right, and then a tall, thin pupil. Touches nearly the back of his eye, because the lens, you know, when you turn it sideways, appears like it's more in the back. The black lens of the eye. And then we'll color it black, and if you want you can leave a highlight in the black or you can put it on the blue. I'll probably do that like here. And there's multiple ways of doing it, like you can use paint or you can leave a section white when you're coloring. It's up to you. Paint or like Tipex. I know that's called different stuff in different countries. But it's pretty easy to get and it works well. Okay, one eye done. His other eye is like behind the bridge of his nose, right? So we've got this little, sort of down from here, we've got this little bump. Okay, it's kind of his eye, this eye is like lower down, we're on like an angle that way. And then the little orange bridge of his nose goes this way, diagonally. And then we get another sort of frown going this way, and it gets kind of hairy back here. So just little dotty lines like that, little dashes. And then his frown continues sort of up this way. And there may be like some extra little textures in these areas then. So then eye shape, it's turned away from us, right? So it's a smaller, thinner version of the eye on the other side. It's nearly half the size of that, I'd say. And then I want to darken up this a bit again, just on the side here. And then we'll add that blue, long blue eye color. Then the black. right close to the edge of that eye there, and you want to color that black. Okay, so nose, little nose just below here. That sort of triangular kind of fox nose shape. And we give him a nostril. It's hard to see, but imagine it's there somewhere. Just like that. So then he has that furry sort of white section just coming down here. And then we'll just go all the way down, kind of smooth fur then down here. All the way around and back off the page there. And then a little smiling mouth. So maybe dimple in the corner. And then he's got like that furry section along his nose here. We can see a couple of spikes just sticking off from the other side of his head here, because Tails has like these hanging down sort of spikes on the other side of his face. And then we have an orange piece of fur coming up here, and then it comes out for his eyebrow. Right, and it can be kind of furry again. And that goes kind of in, maybe out a bit. So that could be, there's two, it's the light, right? So there's another sort of eyebrow section here as well. And this is like another part of his frown. And then we'll just go up this way. Yeah, I'll just erase a bit of that. Sorry, no. So I just didn't like the way that was one continuous line. So we just have a bit coming up, like hair, sort of texture going up that way. It's like his forehead and his eyebrow kind of joined together in different areas. Right, so then he has big, kind of furry sort of spikes coming out here. Out and down. And they are quite hairy. Down this way. And then the hair just kind of joins in underneath here. Right, and we'll go back up the other side of his hair. And so you can add as much sort of texture to this as you want now. And he has two more. We can see one on its own sort of here, sticking down this way. Going back around here. It kind of goes off the screen on the main part, so we'll go as far as we can anyway. Imagine it comes down in, let's say up back here somewhere, like texture just down here. And he does have a third one that sticks up higher, but we can just see two of them. And then this is just like his head. Coming around here. It's all furry in there and orange. So we'll go down and do a bit of his body. So just his shoulder. I think it comes out here. And then we got like his chest, sort of white fur there. Then it comes underneath. So they're all crouched over, so we can see like his neck maybe just like in there sort of thing. Okay, so that's all we can see of tails, I think. So Sonic. Next. Eyebrow. Again, similar shape to tails. Or maybe arched a bit more higher up. Right. And then front line for his eye, back line for his eye, curve in there, and this is quite a smooth line just underneath here. And then we have a long green eye color, oval shape, and then the black. And then color this black. And just darken up here again. Maybe a bit inside here too. So his other eye, again, kind of like tails, is behind this sort of bump for his nose. And then again, he has this check mark or frown that goes up this way. And then the side of his eye comes down here. Now, Sonic's eye is slightly behind his nose. So we'll do the nose, and it's like it's a long type of nose. So it goes around like this. And he has a nostril. Dark black nostril in there. And then we finish the eye shape in there. Another green long iris. And then the black iris there. And then we have again another sort of pink sort of skin color or pink fur color just coming around his cheek. It's kind of, well, it's furry actually on the edge here anyway. And then the other side. Down around here. And then he's got like a confident smile. A dimple in the corner here. We'll just make this frown a bit higher up. Okay. So we can see Sonic's ears. We couldn't see Tails' ears. So we'll go up, across. They get kind of hairy inside the ear on this side. And then we have this V-shaped sort of ear, just like this. And the inside, just going that way. The other ear is kind of underneath Tails' far thing here, so it's kind of just sticking up on his head, just across from, say, the middle of the ear here. And then it's kind of furry on the inside. And like in the video games, that's like peach, but it's like real dark blue or black in the movie, I think. Okay, so then furry Spike running all the way back. And then I think we can see like the back of his head coming down there somewhere. All blue in there. The only other Spike we can really see hangs down this way. So it's like blue coming from his chin and then going down behind Tails there. And then maybe like some blue fur lines and textures and stuff just going back that way. Right, and he's kind of crunched over on all fours. So is Knuckles. Well, they probably all are. So we can see sort of a hand and then his chest or his belly, I guess, here, and the other arm sort of just hanging down that way. And then he's got that sort of round peach body or belly, and then his other arm coming down this way. That's his leg. That's his leg, right? So you should see his body on that side, and maybe like his other leg is like going back that way somewhere behind Tails. So I think that's the best I can do with the two of those boys. So then Knuckles, kind of blurry, not as easily visible. So their lines are, the eyes like have a straight line going through them, so It's kind of similar on this side. We're just kind of further away, so his eye is a bit sort of smaller, right? So then the eye shape will go there and then around like so. And it touches that peach part of his face again. Just go a bit darker up the top. Purple, thin eyes, iris like that. And then the black. Now we can just barely, so his face is like right at the edge of my page, so we'll go, it's real small, you can barely see his other eye. So this frowning sort of area here. And a big frowning brow, and like his brow touches his forehead going that way. This kind of big frowning line here. And then his eyeball, real small. In there, and then you can just barely see that purple right in the corner here. And his nose points right off this way. Let me just see a little nostril. And then that peach part of his face here. Then comes down around for his top lip, which seems to become like a downturned serious mouth. He's not smiling. And then it's like he has little bags underneath his eyes. This sort of peach skin part as well. Comes around like that. And then like his bottom lip, chin area. Right. So he has those spikes that hang down, right? So furry long ones. Goes behind Sonic's head. And another one hanging down this way. Right, and then his head just seems to like go all the way back to Sonic's ear. And it's kind of furry. Like that. So he's hunched over as well, so we can just see like his body just going, or his belly that way. and he's got like white fur on his chest. And then the body goes down here, and then like a white section of his belly there. And then he's got hands, like his fists on the ground, right? So we got like his bicep just here, and then his forearm into those big white gloves. Then we can just see his back of his leg here, and then his heel, and like the start of his shoes just down there. And then his other thigh just goes that way, and then he's like another spike hanging down here. And his other arm. Top of the glove. Big gloves that he wears. That. Okay. You can just add a bit of color to it if you want, of course. Thank you very much for the support on Patreon, Jalen. Hope this was helpful. Sorry about this part. Tails. But thank you very much for the support and the request. See you in the next one. Bye.